We have been talking about two nuclear powers for days. We have been talking about Pakistan and India, and there is a breaking development on your screens now after so much tension. As of this hour today, we see that Pakistan and India have declared a ceasefire. They had come to the closest point to war after decades. In fact, the whole world was worried about whether a nuclear war was at the door in Asia. And now we see a ceasefire declaration at the point we have come to. We learned about the ceasefire with your arrival, Edda. Whereas you were going to talk about where this tension was going to go, you were going to tell us, and we saw that a ceasefire was announced. Now, let's talk about this announcement first. There is a statement from Donald Trump, what he says, and then we will talk about the whole process that these two countries are going through, of course.
Now we knew that U.S. Secretary of State Marco Rubio had met with his counterparts from both sides after yesterday's events, but we were not aware that there was such intense negotiations and diplomacy. Trump wrote a statement just minutes ago on his social media platform, Truth Social, and this is what he said. Following a long night of negotiations mediated by the United States of America, I am pleased to announce that India and Pakistan have agreed to a full and immediate ceasefire. I congratulate both countries for using common sense and great intelligence. Thank you for your attention to this issue, says Donald Trump. Now, there was actually an expectation over the weekend that Trump would announce a ceasefire in the newspaper. Trump has now done the unexpected, because from the beginning, the U.S. president doesn't seem to be very interested in this issue. When Trump was asked this question 2 weeks ago, when the tension had not yet escalated this much, he said, "What do you think about the India-Pakistan tension?" He said, "These are two countries that have been experiencing this tension for 1,500 years. He said, "I hope they resolve it soon." But in one of his statements this week, he actually said this, "We have good relations with both India and Pakistan. I would like to help if necessary." But while Trump was saying these things, Vice President J.D. Vance spoke a little bit differently. He said, "We are not interested in this issue." So, in fact, in many analyses in the international press today, I came across this. Everyone was saying this. Just like the conflicts in 2019 had ended with the mediation of the United States, and there was a need for this kind of mediation, but because the United States was dealing with the Ukraine issue on the one hand and Gaza on the other, it did not pay the necessary attention to the Kashmir issue, but there was definitely a need for intensive mediation. Now, of course, Trump's announcement is a surprise, and he has declared a ceasefire, Sinem.